My name is Mukisa Joshua William. I am the Principal and Founding Executive Director at the Banrati Investment Group Limited, based in Uganda. Today, I would like to discuss why African healthcare represents one of the most compelling investment opportunities of this decade. Not from an emotional perspective, but from a disciplined capital allocation standpoint. This conversation is not about charity. It is a conversation about structure, capital, governance, and long-term value creation in one of the most essential sectors of our economy. Africa's healthcare sector is valued in the hundreds of billions of dollars. Yet despite its size and importance, it remains one of the most fragmented and undercapitalized industries on the continent. Across Uganda and the broader African region, the majority of healthcare services are delivered by small and medium-sized clinics, pharmacies, laboratories, diagnostic centers, and private hospitals. These institutions form the backbone of healthcare delivery. They serve millions of people every day. They carry immense responsibility. However, structurally, many of these institutions operate with limited access to institutional capital, weak governance frameworks, informal financial reporting systems, and minimal operational scalability. As a result, their ability to grow, modernize, and standardize care is constrained, not by demand, but by the structure. This is not an entrepreneurial failure, to be clear. It is one of capital formation and institutional design. Fragmentation in healthcare directly affects clinical outcomes, financial sustainability, and system reliability. When healthcare businesses operate independently, without scale, they face higher procurement costs, inconsistent clinical standards, limited access to modern equipment, and fragile cash flows. This fragmentation limits the ability to invest in infrastructure, talent, technology, and compliance. From a system perspective, fragmentation leads to variability in quality, inefficiencies in supply chains, and reduced resilience during periods of stress, whether that stress is economic, regulatory, or public health related. From a capital perspective, fragmentation prevents the formation of investable institutions. Without scale, governance, and financial discipline, healthcare businesses remain outside the reach of institutional capital, and therefore outside the reach of sustainable growth. From a capital allocation standpoint, fragmentation represents not a weakness, but a rare opportunity. Industries that are essential, recurring, and fragmented present the most compelling opportunities for institutional consolidation. Healthcare meets all three criteria. Through disciplined consolidation, it becomes possible to introduce standardized government structures, professional management systems, centralized procurement, clinical oversight, financial transparency, and operational efficiency. These changes do not simply improve financial performance, they improve patient outcomes, they improve safety, they improve access, they improve system reliability. In other words, consolidation is not a financial strategy alone, it is a system building strategy. At the Banrati Investment Group Limited, our investment thesis is clear and deliberate. We acquire, integrate, and scale high potential healthcare enterprises across Africa with a focus on preserving their legacy, strengthening their institutional foundations, and improving their long-term sustainability. We are pursuing institutions for long-term value creation. Our objective is not to replace founders, but to institutionalize their life's work. We introduce governance, capital discipline, operational systems, and professional management while maintaining clinical integrity, community trust, and employee continuity. We believe that the future of African healthcare will not be built by isolated operators. It will be built by institutions, governed, capitalized, standardized, and accountable. Banrati exists to build those institutions. The timing of this opportunity is critical. Africa is experiencing rapid population growth, urbanization, rising healthcare demand, increasing private sector participation, and growing regulatory formalization. At the same time, healthcare businesses are under pressure to modernize, digitize, and professionalize. These forces create both urgency and opportunity. Those who introduce institutional capital, governance, and operational discipline now will shape the healthcare systems of the next generation.